Let's talk with tooth engineer Cad Crusader about data science and dentistry.
So when it comes to data science and and extension of that artificial intelligence and even further into that deep learning, there's a lot of different kind of niches that it can fit into depending on whatever your goal is. So the big one that everyone's doing right now that I don't find to be overly interesting is going to be in administration. So that's that's going to be your autoencoders, that's like your where it's just reading doctor notes and then automating that, putting it into insurance claims, or automating writing the patient notes that they get, ordering different scans. The doctor said this, therefore we order, X-ray or spec CT, we order, a blood work panel, that type of thing. That's just language processing. There's a lot to that, and that's kind of like your ChatGPTs, that's the language processing type. So those are large language models, those are really interesting. And then where kind of I'm getting into in my own work is machine vision. That's kind of the big thing, quantitative imaging. So that's like, let's say you have a cavity somewhere on your back nose. If it's starting out, it might be small enough that your dentist doesn't catch it. And based off of, how you eat, it could get worse. The dentist may or may not know. But when it comes to AI and deep learning, what you can do is you can feed it a raw image, and then it could say, okay, the rest of these teeth look good, but there's a tiny weird little dot on your molar, and then it can highlight that, and then it can mark it for the dentist later. And then when you get to more longitudinal stuff, you can track the progression. So it's like, okay, this is the same size as it was last time, it's probably stable. But if it gets a little bit bigger, okay, there's something that you're doing or something about your biology that's making it worse. And so tracking that and saying, okay, here's something that might need to get work done later down the road, or something that needs to get paid attention to. And then another one that's classic in medicine is risk assessment. Based off of your information, what you do, your demographics, you're X% at risk to developing, whatever. So those are the big kind of places that I think within dentistry, the administration, then there's the actual reading of your images, so dental X-rays, and then there's risk assessment for whether or not you are higher or lower at risk for developing certain things, or you're the right candidate for